In today's video, we're going to be setting these 6 eggs, this little Christmas tree cake, out here in the woods in front of a trail camera and seeing what messes with it overnight. Now, for a little context, I'm in Kentucky and I'm in the mountainous parts, so we have a lot of cool animals here. If I had to make a prediction, I'm going to say we're definitely going to see a raccoon, maybe a possum, coyote, fox, bobcat, deer, all that good stuff, maybe even a bear. But if you're here to see a picture of a bear, you may be disappointed. But anyways, I have these 6 eggs, super fresh, straight out of the farm. I literally went and just jacked them out from under a chicken a few minutes ago, and then I found this little Christmas tree cake that everybody's going crazy about, and honestly I think they're overrated. It's like a one-stop shop to dying early, heart attack. But anyways, we're gonna pick us out a little spot around here, set up the egg, set up the cake, and then put the trail camera on it. Now I've got another trail camera right down there that we're actually going to check today, and a couple more trail cameras that we'll check throughout the video. But without further ado, let's go ahead and find us a good little spot. The thing about eggs that people really don't think about is that to animals who actually have really good noses, like fox, coyote, raccoons, the outside of an egg actually has a pretty distinct smell. Now, I can't smell anything, but raccoons and snakes definitely can. Now, for the location we're going to put the eggs, instead of just putting them off to themselves and seeing what comes just for the eggs, if I put them on a popular trail, or at least close to a trail, we could get animals just passing through in the background. So it'll kind of be like a 2-for-1, and I think that's definitely what I'm going to go for. I think right down here is where we need to be. If we put the eggs and things right around this area, we can put the trail camera on that tree, and in the background of looking at the eggs, it can also see this trail. Now, the trail camera I'm using is actually the one that I make to the specifications I think a trail camera should be. This exact one's actually been out in the woods taking pictures for like 3 years straight, so strap it to the tree, and there we go. Now, if I can set it right there, put this stick in behind it, angle it down a little bit, should be perfect looking straight at the eggs and be able to get that trail in the background. So that right there, I'll call that good. Set it to video and photo mode so that it'll take one of each, and we'll be on our jolly way. As for the eggs, I think I'm just gonna do it pretty simple, just like literally just set them on the ground. Like I was saying, the eggs actually have natural scent on them, even though we can't smell them. So there's no need for me to really crack them or do anything like that. No need to, you know, season them with salt and pepper, maybe garlic salt. You get the point. Now this right here definitely smells, and we can definitely smell this. I am going to take this out of the pack and probably just lay it right there. And honestly, the trail camera is going to be looking straight over them and then looking into this trail behind them. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We got a camera right over there that we're going to go get the memory card and we're going to go check it. It's been watching one of the heaviest used trails through here, so we should get a pretty good idea of what's in the area. Or maybe the battery died and we won't get anything. I do not know. We will figure it out in a minute. And the trail camera that we're going to check on our way out is right there on the tree. You can't even really see it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I couldn't even see it myself. It's right there on the tree. I'm just going to jump up there and grab it, and then we'll go home and see what's on. I got the card. Oh man, we'll go home, check this, and it should give us a good idea of what's in the area and what's in the area often. Now, you can't see my face, mainly because my camera still doesn't know what it's looking at. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and check it. All right, guys, we're just gonna go through them right here and see what we can see. This isn't the KG trail camera, so you can expect the trigger speed to be a little slow. There we got something. Rat-looking thing. What is that? A possum? And this one was actually on video, so that's really awesome. And by the way, I did set the KG trail camera on the eggs on photo and video, so it'll take a picture, then start videoing directly after. But that was just a... Bro, what is that? That's a bug! That's the thing I was saying about the trigger time is going to be slow. It didn't start recording until he was almost out of the frame. He looks like a big 7. I think that's Ricky Bobby. We named him. We saw him this season. And deer season's actually not over, so keep that in mind. And I've not tagged out. Oh my goodness, what is that? That's a 10-pointer. Wait a second. That's Timmy Turner. If you watch my channel a lot, you know who Timmy Turner is. That's stinking Timmy Turner, dude. I don't think the date's right. I don't think I set the date. The time might be right. Dude, and there's a little gray fox. Like I was saying, the trigger speed, it's already out of frame. And there's the gray fox. Definitely a nest predator. I no doubt in my mind he will take a turkey egg whenever he can get the chance. And even more prominent, he'll probably take a turkey off the nest when he gets the chance. There's a doe. Definitely spotted the camera. There's that gray fox back again, dude. No kidding. We could catch him. We could catch him pretty easy, I believe. There's a little possum. That possum really might be our most prominent suspect when it comes to those eggs. As much as we're seeing that possum, I think he's probably gonna hit those eggs tonight. There he is again. He's there every day. And he's traveling too. That's what's kind of impressive. The possum's traveling. He's putting on miles. There's that fox again. I can catch that fox so easy. And there's a possum again. Squirrel, 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 squirrel. Maybe those dates were correct, by the way. Raccoon. You can't see much of him, but he's right there in the edge. There's a red fox. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference between a red fox and a gray fox, but here's pretty much the difference. This one's gray. They can actually climb trees. This is a red fox. They can't climb trees, but, you know, maybe they're more athletic or something. I don't really know. But that there is a red fox. So that's pretty cool. And he's peeing on something. That's nice. There's the red fox during daytime. Now that is cool. And then that is me today. Alright guys, here's what I'm saying. I did not know that Timmy Turner was in this area. I tell you what we need to do, guys. Since we just have a lot of dead time until like tomorrow or the day after to go check that trail camera, I think I need to grab my bow, head out to the 3D target range, and just get some practice in. You can never have too much practice with a bow, and especially when there's deer like that walking around. Probably gonna be shaking a little bit, so let's go get some practice in. Alright guys, we're out here. We're heading down to the range. 3D target range. It's just like 4 or 5 3D targets I've set up down here. Here's what I've got though. Here's what I've got. This is what's important. I'm testing with the equipment I'm going to be using in the field. I have this GoPro, which I'm going to be used to talk to, and on my head. And then I just have this little bow cam that's strapped straight to my bow. But yeah, we're going to walk on down here and sling a few arrows. I'll range my first target, which I believe is just going to be that little coyote right there. He's only 22 yards, so basically 20 should be able to hold perfect. Here we go. Right behind the shoulder. Right in the crease. That arrow was a little this way, but that's okay. I got a turkey right there. Let me go ahead and range it and take it. 25. Should be able to hold right in between my 20 and 30. Oh, that was low. That's not exactly too awesome. That ain't good. And then my last target way down there, got a big buck at 40 yards. Should be able to still take it though. Alright, that was about really good. That's about perfect. As for the coyote, pretty perfect shot for the most part. I was really aiming about right there. Hit about an inch to the bottom low. I mean the bottom left. Still okay though, plenty good enough. The deer was pretty well exactly where I was aiming. That would have killed the deer. That's about as perfect of a shot you could really ask for on a deer with a bow. And then lastly, the turkey, which was around 25 yards. And I technically missed the turkey, and I was aiming right up here. So I don't really know if the arrow's bad or if I just jumped it somehow. That pretty well destroyed that bear. So far, my shooting has been pretty good. And so for now, guys, I'm just probably gonna shoot a little bit more. I'll catch you guys tomorrow or the next day, whenever the eggs are gone, and we'll check that trail camera. Alright guys, we're just going to dive right on into it. These first few pictures are pretty much just me making sure I'm all lined up. First thing we have is that little booger right there. It appears to be a raccoon, but it's a little fuzzy. There we have a deer, appears to be a doe. There's a red fox. Kind of a blurry picture. Alright, this is what I was saying, guys. I can't tell exactly who that is. It might be Timmy Turner, but just from this one rear angle, I can't really tell. If he's a 10-pointer, it's Timmy, but I can't really tell if it's Timmy or not just from that picture right there. Here we have a problem that I don't really know what to say, but if you can relate, then you can relate. There has been a couple packs of stray dogs running around my area. Hey, there we got turkeys. That's pretty epic. That's really epic, actually. And then there's a dog chasing them. My goodness. And then here's when it fell. Wait a second. Did it fall from wind? Or did it fall from those big eyes sitting here looking at it? I think this raccoon done something to my camera. I think he wanted to check it out. I think he tried to climb it. There's a squirrel. Oh my goodness. This is actually kind of cool. We wouldn't have got this footage if that coon didn't rip it down. What other kind of footage can we grab? Buddy, I'm just going to have to start setting this camera on the ground more often. Look at that. We got a stinking red fox. Up close and personal too. He's checking it out. They actually glow a little bit of infrared light so that they can see in the dark. And then there's me today. That's pretty good. That's not bad at all. Alright guys, it's actually been about 3 days since I've checked this camera, but whenever I went there, the eggs were gone. First thing we got here appears to be a pretty basic raccoon, okay? I pretty well knew this was going to happen, okay? Raccoons are very notorious nest predators, and they destroy quail, turkey, pretty much everything that lays a nest. They destroy their eggs, and oftentimes will eat the hen sitting on the nest. Here he is just walking out of frame. I got this in set to where it takes 2 pictures and then starts the video, which appears to not be the best option at all. I think on 1 picture, then video is probably the best way to go. But right there, you can see that the eggs are actually still there. So that raccoon actually came, looked at the eggs, and then decided to leave them. That's kind of weird. There is something, and then it looks like a coyote, but by the time we get the video, it's already too far. Oh, that's unfortunate. I probably need to change that setting. I don't like that. And then here's just some random deer walking through. Here's actually a possum, but the possum ignored the eggs. And then there's me driving by. And there's a squirrel, pretty basic, just a squirrel. They didn't care about the eggs. Very surprised that possum and this possum didn't see the eggs. That squirrel really got up and checked out the camera. There's 2 squirrels. And here's a big red fox. Just pretty much just sitting here chilling. And then here he is again, still checking them out, but doesn't really know what to think of it. He's in the area though, and I just don't know why he's not been able to get up to the eggs. He's just been meandering through, trying to figure out what's going on. Just a little red fox. I mean, he stayed there a long time. And then here's actually his arch nemesis, which is a coyote. Coyotes, if you don't know this, coyotes actually kill and eat fox. 1, free food. 2, knocks out their competition. This guy kind of just stand here. He might be here because of the eggs. He might be sniffing around because he smelled that fox. Then the fox is actually back. This is really weird. This fox is really confused. Oh, he just grabbed an egg, didn't he? I can't tell because I can't really see the eggs, but I can tell that he grabbed something and ran off with it. I believe that is the egg. Oh man, what is this? There's 2 of them. We have 2 red fox. 2 red fox, huh? Look at him come back and get another one. Came back and got them 1 by 1, didn't he? Yep, there he goes. He's biting it. Picks it up. Drops it. Picks it up again. Walks off with it. He's eating them eggs. I don't think they're a big time nest predator, but he's definitely doing a number on them. And he seems to keep coming back, getting 1 at a time, walking off. 1 at a time, walking off. Hopefully we can get some daytime pictures. That right there was right at the edge of daylight. And then we have another day. And then that's me today. So it's kind of crazy that every last egg was taken and eaten by that red fox. That's pretty cool. That's not what I expected. And I am very surprised that that possum passed up this pile of eggs 2 nights in a row and didn't even touch them. Didn't even sniff them. I don't know if you guys know what that means, but what that means is that if a wild turkey was to come here and lay her nest in that area, this red fox would come through, either kill the turkey that sits on it or run her off and eat her eggs. I'm just saying, we might be fox trapping pretty soon.